Yo, yo, here we motherfucking go. Does the sun decrease the greater? I can't. All right. Fooled you. Fooled you. You thought I wasn't blind all of a sudden up close. No. Does the sun decrease the greater the distance away from you? Yes. Impossible from 93 million miles away. It's bigger here and it's small now. If it was 93 million miles away, it would be so far away you couldn't notice any difference in such a you would never notice this size change because it's so far away as it is. I challenge all who are thinking, look, you will see the lies. These people, ball trolls, are scared of the truth. You can go outside, and I encourage you to go outside and do this stuff yourself. Go interact with your reality. See if everything, go outside. See if you're spinning. Watch the sun and the moon, the hare and the tortoise, rotate above you. Pay attention to your surroundings, your reality. Learn it. Interact with it. It'll teach you. When your education limits your imagination, it's called indoctrination. If gravity ceases to exist in water, does it really exist anywhere? Tesla says no. Tesla says the only thing you have to counter is electromagnetism. Therefore, gravity does not exist. This is called dense force and buoyant force and dense force. That's all that is. Observe everything that takes place in the sky, how the lights do not change their orbits, and the luminaries, which are in heaven, how they all rise and set in order, each in its season, proper time, and do not transgress against their appointed order. Angular resolution. It puts the gravity in the bin. Otherwise, it gets the hose again. It does what it's told. You have no idea the hell I can bring you! It puts the lotion on its skin. It does what it's told! Go lay down. That moment when you find out there's a landmass in Antarctica called Rockefeller Plateau, and you're not allowed to go there, you'll get shot on sight if you try to explore outside your permitted domain. Flat Earth map on floor, giant tree growing up. Alright, we already did this one. George Bush International Airport case closed. Fuck this, fuck that, fuck you, and fuck your hat. Don't you know the Earth is flat? The sunset under the clouds. Sun. Locally illuminating sun within the firmament. It's right there. It's not outside the firmament. It's not outside. It's not out in space. That doesn't exist. There you go. Flat Earth. There's your dome. Eyeball fucking dome. If Earth were a globe with a diameter of 8,000 miles, it'd have a rate of curvature of 8 inches per mile squared, or distance squared. There is, however, no such curve to be found anywhere. In fact, there's absolutely no curve at all. It's fucking flat. Checkmate. Okay, the reason they all have the same story is because they're all the fucking sun. Ra, thou, want you to think you live on a ball. Yeshua, Jesus. They're all the sun. The sun is buried for 3 days. On December 21st, the winter solstice, for 3 days, the sun is buried in the Crux or Cross constellation, and on the 25th it rises 1 degree, and every day from there on out, the days get longer than the nights again. Hocus pocus, it's all the sun. It's so ridiculous, you fucking morons. You idiots. that think this is some fucking dude. You're a fucking moron. They've been doing this for thousands of years. It's been the sun. And then all of a sudden a Freemason comes along and says it's some real dude and you morons buy it. It's insane. Scene from The Shining. Danny stands up wearing Apollo 11 sweater symbolizing launch. Then walks to room 237. I think which also has to do with green screens. But anyway, the moon's 237,000 miles from Earth. This was Stanley Kubrick's way of telling us he filmed the Apollo 11 moon landing, the fake studio in the studio, faker than a $3 bill, faker than a moon landing. All right, well, how about that, said the cat with the hat. The Earth is flat, and that is that. Except reality, it is what it is. When two countries go to war for some reason, their presidents should fight one-on-one into the death instead of sending young people to die. Okay, all this North Korea shit's all made up. It's all made up. You wouldn't even know where the fuck that they even existed if it weren't for the media telling you that they're bothering you and then you believe them. Okay, it's all nonsense. You can't believe anything out of the TV. It's called a boob tube, an idiot box, programming box. Oh, look, there's a planet called HD, blah, 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 where it rains molten glass sideways at 7,000 miles an hour, and you'll believe anything. You'll fucking believe anything. Okay, the only thing out there are lights, points of light in the constellations. They're fixed to one another, and they circle above for thousands of years. Constellations can't exist if you're flying through space. If we live on a globe spinning at 1,000 miles an hour at the equator, our orbital speed around the sun's about 67,000 miles an hour. Why is this water motionless and flat? If you don't feel anything, you're not moving. You can go out on a boat and all of a sudden you get seasick because you're moving. And you're sick. And you're throwing up. Get off the boat. You're not seasick anymore. It's firmament, it's stable, motionless. You know this street's flat, right? Because you're driving on it. See the car's lights? See all the lights on the water? See how it reflects? They can only reflect like that on a flat plane or a flat road or a flat street. If there's a curve there, it would be any curve shows an interruption in the light like that right there. That's an interruption. That's some area it wasn't perfectly flat and the light wasn't able to reflect off of it. This is all flat. They're all flat. Water's flat. Most of the earth is water, so everything is flat. No matter how you look at it, you're going to have to accept the fact that it's flat, okay? If water's flat like this, and the majority of the earth is water, you have to know you're living in a... There's no flat spots on a ball. It has to be curving all the time. This is Neptune. It's a light. It's not dense. It's not a rock. It's not terrestrial. You can't land on it. This is CGI right here. This is computer-generated images. Again, the Earth's surface is 80%, 70 to 80% water. Water always finds its level and it's flat. You're on a flat plane whether you like it or not. There's no curve in water. It does not convex. There's no curve. It's flat. Most of the Earth is water. Most of the Earth is flat because you know water, what it does. If you know that water levels, no matter what, and you know that most of the Earth is water, then you know everything's flat without even having to fucking go outside. Without even having to fucking walk outside. Damn. Does what you experience reflect what you are taught? This crazy batshit, retard shit made on a computer. Cartoons. Or, this is reality, it's flat as fuck. Up is up and down is down. Hot air rises to its density level. Dense things fall down. These things rise. Look at that sweet horizon. The flat Earth. The Earth is flat. Research it. Real. Cartoon. Cassini mission to Saturn Hall of Fame. This is what they gave you as real. This is from the Cassini lie, the Cassini satellite that went around in the solar system taking pictures of other planets. But we know that there's a big fucking firmament that contains us and creates high pressure systems are able to exist because of this firmament. They would not be able to exist if you did not have a container to contain it. Fisheye lens. Fisheye lens. That's awkward. No fisheye lens, flat as fuck. When it comes to lunar eclipses, is a physical object even needed to cast a shadow? Who else wants a 24-hour clock that shows the location of the sun and the moon over a flat earth? That would be fucking great. This is where you get the story of the hare and the tortoise. So the hare in Australia's summer, when the sun has to take a really wide loop like this to get Australia's summer, it's going really fast. It has to cover more ground, and it's slower to the ground. So it's fast in the beginning. When it's at the Tropic of Capricorn, which is where this is Tropic of Capricorn, loop of the sun. It's its furthest, widest loop. And as now it's going to gradually come in closer to a small loop instead of this big loop. It's going to come in to a tight loop for our summer. As it does so, it slows down and the tortoise overtakes the hare at the Tropic of Cancer. Asteroid 2017 AG13 slips through Earth's defenses. This is all fear pornography. This is fear porn, okay? This is all nonsense. A fucking huge rock will never fall from space because it doesn't exist. Space doesn't exist. These are lights up there. They're not rocks. You'll never have a fucking meteor or a big rock fall on us, ever. This is fear porn, and it's a fucking blasphemous sin that these assholes are out there scaring you like fucking Dabu idiots out there scaring you every day with these fucking asteroids are going to hit you. They're never going to hit you. They don't exist. You got these motherfuckers like that, Alex Jones, and all these motherfuckers, dude, with the fucking asteroids going to hit you, and you need to be afraid. That's all bullshit. Gotta stop. Show me the edge. Show me the curvature. Show me the fucking show me the fucking edge of space. It's just the same fucking thing. Well, if the Earth is flat, show me the edge. Well, show me the edge of space, motherfucking dumb fucks. Show us the curvature that doesn't exist. You motherfuckers are dumb and crazy. I don't know if you're fucking which one you are, dumber or crazier. If you're fucking God. Sun's approximately 32 miles wide and 3,000 miles away. I don't buy it. I say it's even closer. That's me. But it really doesn't matter. We do know it's not 93 million miles away. If you agree with me there, then it's all that matters. I don't really give a fuck if it's 3,000 or 50 miles. I mean, it's close as fuck. It's fucking close. When they got pictures of a jetliner creating shadows on clouds above, that's a low sun. And it's lower. It changes altitude. It's lower in our winter and higher in our summer. And again, if it's 93 million miles away, all the rays of light have to be parallel. It's so far away to reach there. By that time, it's going to be a parallel wave, light wing. Now, this right here, when you have this is taking you right to where a direction. This is showing you the sun's right there, geometrically, triangulation through triangulation. When you see these angles, that's showing you right to the source. I mean, a goddamn retard can figure this shit out. It should be like this. If it's 93 million miles away, this comes right here. This all points to a sun right there. A light's right there. This points to it. That points to it. That's pointing to it. That's pointing to it. That's pointing to it. 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 Pointing to the sun right there. And again, Giza Pyramids, World Trade Center, Orion's Belt. These lights in the sky do not move. They're fixed to one another. You cannot loosen Orion's Belt. They're fixed to one another. They circle above. You're not flying through space. You're not flying through space. This can't exist if you're flying through space. You can't see this every night for thousands of years and continue to see this. The best part of waking up is fluoride in your cup. How do they get away with this shit still? God damn it, dude. How did they get away with that? They should have